Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here. Welcome to a new Spyro video, this time talking about one of the biggest, and in fact maybe not one of the biggest, maybe the biggest advancement in the Spyro hacking community in years, really, in years. What I'm about to show you is SpyroEdit 2.2, but also for people that didn't see, because I didn't cover it yet, SpyroEdit 2.1 as well. These are two major updates which I'm about to let LXShadow take the floor. I've taken this from his video. I'm going to let him talk it through, and then I'm going to go into a little bit more depth, show off my own footage and stuff like that, and talk about what it means for the Spyro community, because this is genuinely huge. Take it away, LXShadow.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm LXShadow and today I'm excited to already release SpyroEdit 2.2. This release brings together some much desired model extraction features, plus a few other bits which you can trust I went extremely overboard with. Stick around till the end because I'm going to show off something totally new that I never expected to be able to pull off. But first, here's a quick overview of what's new. Genesis can now let you view the model animations. Simply click on the model and tweak the sliders here on the right to see the character in action. Perhaps more exciting is that Genesis can now view Spyro as well. Just like the other objects, you can view his animations frame by frame, and if you really want to, you can move him around as well. Finally, this can all be exported in the Collada file format, which can be viewed by Blender and other 3D modelers as well. The best place to export these files is in the respective SpyroEdit level folder, because they use the same textures. SpyroEdit can now save and load object positions directly, so if you've made changes in Genesis or something like that, you can now share them much more easily. And there's a few bug fixes here and there.
Exciting! And now for something completely different!
So the observant among you might have noticed that the clips at the beginning of this video looked a bit different to usual. If you haven't already, turn on 60 FPS and take a look at this. So what's going on here? Well, actually, it's not a fan game. This is in fact still SpyroEdit, but with its own renderer running on top of the actual game. It's got a few things missing, like the HUD, the sky, some special effects, and gem colours, but overall I'm really proud of how far this came. After hours upon hours of sifting through code and tweaking it, and putting Spyro into some very painful looking positions. I don't know how far I'll take this. I might throw in the sky at some point. But it's all on GitHub, so once again, if you're a programmer and you want to play around with it, go ahead. The code's a bit messy, I'm sorry. One of the coolest things about this is that it can take any texture size. So if you wanted to, you could even take the original textures, run them through Waifu 2D, and make them look a lot sharper. That's about all I have to show right now. Have a fantastic day, evening or night, and I'll see you next time.
Here I am, guys, playing Spyro 2 in widescreen. Kind of, you know, HD-ish, very untextured, unfinished version of this renderer by LXShadow for SpyroEdit 2.2. It really feels like we've almost thrown like SpyroEdit 3 at this point, because I mean this is such a gigantic update. I mean, if you're comparing, like, I'm looking at both screens right now, you can only see the HD screen, but if you look at it right, it's insane just how much more like detail there is in this environment. Although, if there's one thing that you can say quite positively about the original game is, and of course there's no skybox that hasn't been added yet, one thing positive you can say about the original game is that they did a great job with the draw distance, intentionally making it look the way it did. Like, it's hard to explain, but basically I think it's actually a genuine strength of theirs that they were able to make, you know, the distance stuff actually look as good as it is. Now, again, as I've said, you know, gems and stuff like that, look at the gems, they're currently untextured. We've got particle effects that don't work. I'm flaming right now, it's not doing anything. These portals, of course, don't show up. This is really just a proof of concept, and my goodness, is this one hell of a proof of concept. As I said before, Kleinman Company, I cannot wait till he sees this, because I think it's going to blow his absolute mind, and that is really bizarre. Oh, cool. Cutscenes are completely wrong. That's good to know. Oh, wow. And it's using textures from the previous level that you're in, i.e., was it Autumn Plains? That's fascinating that it actually does that. Okay. Let's just have a look at this. I am, yeah. Oh my god, look at the blocks that you can't see them. See? Huh. This is fascinating from, I mean, from like a hacking perspective and everything like that. This is really interesting. But I think in many ways it's interesting to see it from just the perspective of like just to see what actually went into this game. You know, there's so much to Spyro, you know, 1 to 3, and this is like such an example that there was so much going into it in the coding and stuff like that, and sort of stripping it all back like this is really weird. And playing it in 60 frames is like kind of scary. It's almost like, and I guess it's maybe a touch of input lag, but yeah, there you go. Oh, yes. Nailed it over. But yeah, honestly, an amazing job. I can't wait to use Genesis a little bit more, which is the companion piece, you know, the model extractor and stuff like that. I know that I left a comment on the video. I know that Monocle Potato, who is the lead developer of Spyro Spring Savannah, is going to be extremely happy with this, because I know that he was looking for model related stuff in the past. No, just terrible job there. Absolutely terrible job. Yeah, he was looking for model stuff, and now it looks like his wish has came true. And I think everyone's wish has come true. I mean, like the model stuff is excellent, but so is the there you go. So is the what's that? You know, that stuff where you you know, like edit the environment all around. Like, I mean, that's just wild. Like, I never thought we'd be able to do this soon. Like, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go back to some of the other stuff and talk about, you know, just the video in general, over some footage and some other stuff. All right. Thank you, Mr. No HUD. Yeah, notice how there's no HUD as well. All right, see you in a second. So jumping back to SpyroEdit 2.1, I feel like I've made this video on the fly, and then I've like not properly explained exactly what may be going on to some of the new people, the new subscribers to my channel. Now, what I need to explain is that Genesis is a separate project alongside SpyroEdit that LXShadow worked on, you know, in the past, yeah, over a year now, actually, I believe, over a year, and he's been working on it, and it's a companion project to SpyroEdit. You need to use SpyroEdit to actually get it to work, and what you can do, as you can see in this example here from the SpyroEdit 2.1 video, he's actually able to change the scenery entirely. Now, I guess when you say entirely, there is kind of some hang-ups. Being the fact that there is not an unlimited amount of VRAM and stuff like that, and it means that you can't do anything like truly crazy, like, you know, make the level like 600 meters tall or something like that, but you can do things like this. Like, I mean, he's raised this proverbial hype ship right up to the top here. It's pretty random. He's moved objects around, and as you can see in the new version, it's even easier to save these objects and stuff like that, and give them the right spot, and then when you go back, you'll be able to, you know, go from where you left off. It's kind of, yeah, a lot of it's hard to explain. Believe it or not, even though I absolutely love covering this stuff, I will say that you should definitely check out Steve Blockhead's channel. I'll put a link to him in the description. He's been explaining things really well because he understands the more technical side than me. I absolutely love the textures and all the modifying and stuff like that, but I am atrocious at actually using Genesis. However, I will be using Genesis, the new version of Genesis that goes with 2.2 very soon, and trying to do stuff. Again, this is just the beginning. That's the way I feel about it. Like, it's one of those things where, I mean, yeah, this is excellent. This is absolutely fantastic, but it's only the beginning in terms of what people are going to be able to use this tool to do. We're already seeing the results of that on other people's channels right now. We've got was it Mahogany Vince as well, has done some stuff which I'll show off, and I'm gonna be doing plenty of content with this hacking stuff. I'm sure that Kleinman Company is going to get back into the mix as well. So if you're a newer subscriber and you don't have no idea what I'm talking about, I do not blame you at all, but definitely now is the time to be getting into Spyro hacking, because the kind of stuff you're going to be seeing coming up is going to be nothing short of phenomenal. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. I will see you very soon with more Spyro hacking videos and such. Goodbye.